Okay, so now I'm back and I'm getting closer to my destination. I know I have to go to 44 miles from 040 radio, 020 radio from the VOR that I've selected. And I now know that there is a NDB on the field at my destination. And I'm going to set that, and I'm just going to head on out. I have my autopilot set with my heading. So what I do is I set that at 224, so I have a direct line in. Even though those kind of beacons are fairly old by today's technology, a non-directional beacon can really give you a clue of where you are. So in this case there's one near the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect my autopilot and fly it in manually. I'm going to follow my NDB in. In this case it's straight ahead. Now this airfield is at 2,000 feet and I'm currently at 5.4. So I reduced my throttle setting, and in this case I would have a carburetor heat to put on when I reduce my throttle setting like that. Outdoor temperature is 37 degrees, so I'm monitoring that. I'm on my descent and I'm following the NDB directly into the field. But I do have a GPS, I take advantage of that, full advantage. And I can see that I'm about, there's my field off in that distance there, so I have a visual now. I can follow this road in. I think I'll approach from this angle over here. Now I'll be checking my wind right about now, and I know it's coming from the kind of the southwest. So remember, I have a heavy load here, and I'm just going to descend, and I want to approach this airport, say at 3,000 feet. And right now I got 4,600. So now I'm going to trim for a glide. Just let myself coast in there at 90 knots. Don't need to put any flaps on yet. And here's the advantage, I can take advantage of my weight because I'm using it to glide. So we're going to get some gusty winds over these ridges, and I'm going to monitor my throttle and prop here, and I want to make sure I got sufficient throttle to hold myself up over these ridges. Okay. I'm going to lean the mixture a little bit. I look at my GPS and I've got about 6 miles to go. I calculate my speed at 100, let's say roughly 2 miles a minute. So in a couple of minutes I'll be in. Now on our approach to this airport, the first in our leg in our cross country. And I've checked the winds, and they're 110 at 6. We will land on a runway that will basically be into the headwind pretty nicely, so I have to do a right base at this airport. I wanted to come in at 3,000 feet, so I reduced my throttle, and I'm going to drop myself another 100 miles per hour. I'm going to pitch up a little bit to reduce some speed. Okay, now I'm on the downwind, the right downwind, and I am in the white arc, so I'm going to deploy the first flaps. I'm actually going to deploy both of them. It really got a big load. Okay, there's my field. I know it's 2,600 feet in length. Okay, my gear is down, full flaps. Now I gotta have a hand very close to the throttle here because this is a lot of adjustment that might have to happen. So I'm going to go downwind just a little bit more. I got 500 feet. I'm going to check my barometer, which corrects at 438 or 28. So I got to lose about 800 feet, so I'm down. Full flaps, 80 knots. I'm turning in my right base. Now, I want my approach to be good. I'm looking for an alternative in case something happens. I'm looking, well, there's an open line there where the radio electric wires go, so that's an option. But at this point, I'm so close to field. Okay. Got 80 knots. Got 80 knots. Okay. I'm a little bit below the glide slope. I'm holding myself up, giving a little more power. I'm flying this thing live. Okay. Coming in. Gear's down. I got 3 green. A little bit of the crosswind, just a little bit from the right, just a little bit. Remember, it's heavy and it's sluggish. Okay, here we go.